In this video, I'm painting on Strathmore watercolor cards, which come with 10 pre-folded cards and envelopes so you can make some unique cards for your friends or family. I'm using acrylic gouache as my medium, and I'm painting a baby card for a family member of mine who just had a baby boy, using some lovely blues and reds to contrast with each other nicely. Just putting in my background first. Make sure to always put your background in before you start doing the foreground, which you'll see an example of why you should do that later in this video. It's not something you necessarily have to do, but I do highly recommend that you put your background in first before you start filling in the foreground. Now I'm using a Filbert size 12 brush just to kind of lift away any extra paint that I didn't want, or to smooth it out as well and really create that really soft look of the background. I wasn't sure what color to make the beak of the stork, so I wasn't wanting to use yellow because I thought it would have stood out too much in this painting that has a lot of reds and blues. And then I realized I could use a bit of the same color in the leg and the body of the stork. Now I'm doing the outline, and instead of using black, I decided to use a bit of blues and reds as well, just to keep in line with the colors that I'm using in the rest of the painting. Now here's why you should always do your background, or at least in my opinion, you should always do your background before you go ahead and do the foreground. I decided to put these dots in as an afterthought, and this is more of a stylistic choice than something you necessarily have to do in a painting, but I realized after I'd done this that I should have done them beforehand because I had trouble with them overlapping. I didn't want them to overlap my foreground, obviously, but I did struggle with that a little bit, so make sure to make these choices ahead of time rather than after the fact. And once your painting is dry, you can remove your tape and put it in its envelope. Comment and let me know what else you'd like me to paint, and thank you for watching.